Ever feel like 24 hours just aren't enough? Between classes, assignments, friends, and hobbies, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or fall behind. In this video, I'll show you how to manage your time smartly, balance your studies with everything else you enjoy, and still have time to breathe. Let's get started and make every minute count.
Have you ever sat down to study with good intentions, only to find yourself pulled into a whirlwind of distractions? Maybe it starts with a single notification, a quick reply to a friend, a glance at your email, a scroll through your feed, and suddenly an hour has passed and your books are still closed. Sound familiar? This isn't just a case of poor focus. Often the real issue is that we're reacting to whatever feels urgent without asking whether it's actually important. Time management isn't just about squeezing as much as possible into your day. It's about doing the right things, the things that move you forward, align with your goals, and reduce stress instead of adding to it. But to do that, you need to know the difference between what demands your attention and what truly deserves it. That's where a simple yet powerful tool comes in: the Eisenhower matrix. It divides tasks into 4 categories based on urgency and importance. Tasks that are both urgent and important, like a paper due tonight or a last-minute study session before tomorrow's test, obviously need your immediate focus. But those are not the ones that shape your future. The real game changer lies in the second category: tasks that are important but not urgent. These are the ones we tend to overlook. Things like starting early on a project, reviewing notes consistently, building a portfolio, learning a new skill. They don't scream for your attention, but they are the foundation of long-term success. Prioritizing these tasks is what separates students who are constantly rushing from those who seem to manage everything with calm and clarity. Then there are the urgent but not important tasks, like answering every message instantly or jumping into things just because someone asked. These often feel like emergencies, but many of them can be delayed, delegated, or declined altogether. And finally, we have the least helpful category: tasks that are neither urgent nor important. The aimless scrolling, binge watching, or checking your phone just because. The truth is, we're not short on time, we're short on clarity. When you don't know what truly matters, everything feels equally pressing. But once you start defining your priorities, not just based on deadlines, but based on values and goals, your entire day starts to shift. You stop rushing from task to task and instead begin moving with purpose. You make space for deep work, real rest, and meaningful growth. And suddenly, 24 hours start to feel like enough. So the next time you sit down to plan your day, don't ask, "What should I do next?" Ask, "What matters most, right now and in the long run?" Time management isn't just about calendars and timers, it's about clarity, choices, and self-awareness. Many students believe that good time management means filling every second of their day with study, but the truth is much wiser. Good time management gives you time for study, for rest, and for life. One of the most powerful yet simple tools out there is the Pomodoro technique. It works like this: 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 rounds, you take a longer break. That's it. But behind this simplicity lies a deeper truth. Breaking large tasks into manageable chunks trains your brain to focus without getting overwhelmed. It's a brilliant way to beat procrastination and make progress, one short sprint at a time. Then there's smart scheduling. Not stuffing your day from morning to night, but building in breathing room. How often have you created the perfect schedule only to fall behind after one unexpected delay? That's because life is unpredictable. Leaving buffers between tasks, scheduling downtime, and making space for hobbies or relaxation doesn't weaken productivity. It sustains it. We also live in a time where digital tools can be real lifesavers. Apps like Google Calendar or Notion help you visualize your week, set reminders, color code your tasks, and even track your study habits. You don't have to be a productivity guru. Just having a clear view of your time can transform how you use it. But maybe the most powerful technique of all requires no app, no timer, no calendar. It's the ability to be honest with yourself. When do you focus best? Are you a morning person, or do you thrive at night? Do you need silence, or does music help you concentrate? Knowing yourself is the foundation of any time management strategy that actually sticks. Without self-awareness, even the best techniques fall flat. At the end of the day, time management isn't about being strict. It's about being strategic. It's about creating a rhythm where studying, resting, and living all have their place, and you no longer feel like you're racing the clock. In today's fast-paced academic world, rest often feels like a guilty pleasure, something you earn only after you've done enough. Many students push themselves to the limit, convinced that every minute not spent studying is a minute wasted. But the truth is, rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, and hobbies are not a distraction, but a form of nourishment for your mind and soul. Your brain is not a machine that can operate at peak performance non-stop. Like a muscle, it needs recovery. Even elite athletes don't train all day, every day. They schedule time to recover because that's when growth happens. The same is true for your mind. When you allow yourself to rest, you're not falling behind. You're setting yourself up to come back stronger, sharper, and more focused. Cognitive science backs this up. During periods of rest, the brain processes and consolidates information. You may not be holding a book or taking notes, but your mind is still working, silently connecting the dots. This is why stepping away from your desk isn't wasting time. It's part of the learning process itself. And then there are hobbies, often underestimated, sometimes even discouraged, especially during exam season. But engaging in creative or physical activities does something remarkable. It restores balance, whether it's painting, playing guitar, going for a run, or simply cooking a new recipe. Hobbies give you space to breathe, express yourself, and reconnect with the joy of being rather than just doing. They reduce anxiety, improve emotional resilience, and, perhaps most importantly, remind you that you are more than your grades. Ironically, those who never stop working often end up achieving less. Burnout creeps in, focus fades, and what was once motivation turns into exhaustion. But when you give yourself permission to pause, not as a reward but as a routine, you gain something far more valuable: sustainability. So don't just schedule your deadlines, schedule your downtime. Protect your hobbies like you protect your study sessions. Because success isn't about doing more, it's about doing better, and that begins with taking care of you. You sit at your desk, your notebook is open, your coffee is hot, and the plan is clear. But somehow, nothing happens. You check your messages, rearrange your pens. Suddenly, even cleaning your room feels more appealing than starting that assignment. That's procrastination, not laziness, but an invisible resistance to the very things we know we need to do. What's tricky about procrastination is that it often masks deeper feelings: fear of failure, perfectionism, burnout, or even the pressure of high expectations. So instead of beating yourself up for not trying hard enough, try to understand why you're hesitating. You might be protecting yourself from something, not avoiding the task but the emotions tied to it. One of the most powerful strategies to break through procrastination is to shrink the task. The brain naturally resists vague or overwhelming goals. But when you take something like study for my biology exam and turn it into read 2 pages of Chapter 3, it suddenly feels doable, achievable, and that first step, however small, builds momentum. Another trick: reward yourself. After each focused study session, give yourself something to look forward to: a walk, a snack, a short break with music. This creates a positive feedback loop. You work, you feel good, and you're more likely to come back for another round. Also, never underestimate the power of your environment. Your surroundings influence your mindset more than you realize. Make your study space clean, quiet, and inspiring. Hang up a quote that motivates you. Light a candle, put on calming background sounds, or organize your desk in a way that invites focus. And when motivation fades, because it will, return to your why. Why are you studying? What are you working toward? Not every day will feel exciting, but your purpose can carry you when your energy can't. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing to move forward, even when it's hard. Procrastination visits everyone. The difference lies in what you do with it. Those who succeed aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who refuse to let the struggle stop them.